Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to see about the support vector machine, that is the SVM algorithm. So first we will begin with the introduction of SVM. So SVM or the support vector machine is one of the most popular supervised learning algorithms which is used for classification as well as for the regression problems. So supervised learning algorithms are used to train your model with the labeled dataset where the input is mapped with your corresponding outputs, and the model is trained under the supervision. But this support vector machine algorithm is mostly used for the classification problems. So classification problems comes when we need to determine whether the email is spam or not spam, whether we need to classify whether the image consists of a dog image or it is a cat image. So such problems are your classification problems. So now we will understand what is the goal of SVM algorithm. So the goal of SVM algorithm is to create the best line or the decision boundary that segregates the n-dimensional space into classes, so that we can easily put the new data set or the new data point in the correct category in the future. So let's take an example. Suppose we have a data set which consists of n number of data points, and this SVM algorithm will draw the baseline or the decision boundary such that it will segregate this multiple data points into classes, n number of classes, or we can say distinct number of classes, so that whenever the data set will have a new data point, the SVM will correctly put that new data point into the correct category whenever there is a new data point occurs in the future. So this best decision boundary is called as the hyperplane. So SVM chooses the extreme points that helps in creating the hyperplane. So these extreme points are called as the support vectors, and hence the algorithm is called as the support vector machine algorithm. So with the help of this diagram we will better understand what does SVM does. So consider this diagram in which there are two categories, or we can say two classes that are classified using the decision boundary or the hyperplane. So as we have discussed, the hyperplane is the line that segregates your data points or the into the categories. So this line that segregates this categories of data points is called as the hyperplane. So these are the categories of the data points. As we have seen, the SVM algorithm chooses the extreme points that helps in building the hyperplane. So these are the extreme data points from both of the categories, so they are termed as the support vectors, and this is the maximum margin. So we will get more information about the margin in the further part. So SVM algorithm is used in many fields like face detection, image classification, text categorization, and many more. So now we will see the types of SVM. So basically there are two types of SVM, the linear SVM and the non-linear SVM. So linear SVM is used to linearly separate the data, which means if a data set can be classified into two classes using a single straight line, then such data is termed as the linear separable data, and the classifier used is called as the linear SVM classifier. So what are the classifiers that are termed here? So classifiers are the algorithms that assigns the data point to a specific category or a specific class. Now we will see what is non-linear SVM. So non-linear SVM is used for non-linearly separable of the data, which means if the data set cannot be classified into two classes by using a single straight line, then such data is termed as non-linearly separable data, and the classifier used is called as the non-linear SVM classifier. Now we will see the terminologies related to the SVM. So first one is the hyperplane. So as we have seen that the SVM tries to segregate the n-dimensional space into the categories using the best line. So this best line or the decision boundary is called as the hyperplane. So we need to find out the best decision boundary that helps to classify the data points. So there can be multiple lines or there can be single decision boundary to segregate this n-dimensional space, but we need to find the best line that segregates this n-dimensional space, and this best line is called as, or this best decision boundary is known as your hyperplane. So the dimensions of your hyperplane depends upon the features that are present in your data set. Suppose if the data set consists of 2 features, then there will be a straight line, means the hyperplane will be a straight line. Suppose if the data set consists of 3 features, then the 2-dimensional plane. Now support vector. So support vectors, the data points or the vectors that are closest to the hyperplane which affect the position of the hyperplane is termed as the support vectors. So in this diagram you can see this is the hyperplane that segregates the n-dimensional space into the categories, and these are the and the points from the categories that are near or closest to the hyperplane are termed as the support vectors. So what is margin? The distance between the vectors and the hyperplane is called as the margin. So here you can see these are the support vectors and this is the hyperplane. So the distance between the support vectors and the hyperplane is your margin. Optimal hyperplane. The hyperplane with maximum margin is called as the optimal hyperplane. So in this diagram the margin is maximum between the your support vectors and the hyperplane. So this hyperplane is termed as the optimal hyperplane. Now we will see some of the advantages of SVM classifiers. So it offers great accuracy and work well with the high dimensional space. Second, it uses very less memory. On contrary, there are some disadvantages of SVM. So first one, it is not suitable for the large data set, and second, it does not work with overlapping classes. If you want notes related to this topic, link is in the description box. Thank you.